Well, hate to say this, there isn't all truth or white. There is a conspiracy, but not just against him, against CM Punk. Nash, you did it again, motherfucker. You did it again. They're doing it. They're screwing Punk, man. They're screwing Punk. Man, they're screwing him. Again! Before we get to CM Punk Screwjob Part 2, let's go down the rest of Raw. Very intriguing, shocking Raw tonight. A night of new champions and a night of the same old Nash bullshit. We kick off with the same old talking bullshit. Alberto came flying down, talking about he's a new champion and needs a break. Then Punk and Cena came flying down, talking about how Alberto's the afterthought. Now, to an extent, Alberto is an afterthought. Because he basically stole the title from both Cena and Punk. Because Cena lost to Punk at SummerSlam. And that's when the school jobbery began, with Nash attacking Punk. And then Punk getting defeated by Alberto Del Rio when he cashed in Money in the Bank. He's just like a paper champion. He tried to prove his critics wrong with the Mysterio match. And he was going to try to have another chance to try to silence his critics again. As Alberto had a match immediately after that segment with him, Punk, and Cena. And Triple H got involved as well against John Morrison. Meanwhile, Cena and Punk would fight in the main event to determine who would face Alberto at Night of Champions. So when John Morrison versus Alberto, now I said this last week, and I'll say it again, that I'm glad Morrison got the win over R-Truth. It ends his rivalry against R-Truth, and it makes him want to focus more on getting a title shot. He got to face the champion in a non-title match. At least they were saying, hey, let's have Morrison have a teaser. Let's tease Morrison against Alberto. And although Morrison lost, he put on a great performance tonight against Alberto. And Alberto won fair and square in the crossover break without any interference from Ricardo. At least though he's saying, maybe we'll try to give Morrison a chance to be the next over good guy and maybe defeat Alberto one day for the title. At least we're saying, hey Morrison, we're at least giving you a shot. But I'm going to give him a fair shot. Because like I said in the past, they don't want to push good guys over Cena because they don't want to throw King Cena. But you know what? They have to turn Cena heel once in a while. They have to. I know Cena's a big money maker, but making Cena heel would be big. Because everyone's booing him anyway. So, make all the good kids boo him now. But we'll see what goes down. But Apollo gets the win over Morrison. But like I said, Morrison, good performance overall. Decent matchup. And Alberto wants to prove he's just not a fluke champion. Like I said, he's got a lot more to go, but at least he's proving week after week that he is the rightful champion. But in my mind, Punk is. Anyway, second match of the night was Eve taking on Nikki Bella. Skips. That's all I gotta say. Typical Divas match. Oh, yawn. It was seeing Beth Phoenix in the fields, and like I said, she didn't. But we'll see what happens on Super SmackDown Live next week. Because all SmackDown and Raw guys will be at Raw. We're at Super SmackDown. So we'll see if Kelly has a confrontation against Beth, because Beth's exclusively on SmackDown. So we'll see what goes down there. After Eve defeated Nikki, then attacked her, actually Kelly attacked her in the match. We had our third match, Jack Swagger taking on AY, Alex Riley. Now we saw what happened last week with Vicky Guerrero interfering in Swagger's favor against Mr. AY. They faced off again. Vicky Guerrero accompanying Jack Swagger, teasing him as the new guy for his stable. However, midway towards the match was decent at best. Dolph Ziggler came flying down, trying to stop Vicky, and they had a little argument, and all of a sudden, Swagger got distracted, and apparently, Vicky tripped, pretending that Dolph pushed her so she could make Jack Swagger care about him, and make Dolph look like the idiot. Well, apparently, Dolph and Swagger had a little push of war, pushing each other, and then, of course, Swagger came back into the ring, got a little roll up by AY, and AY gets the victory. So, that Swagger Ziggler and Mickey business/love triangle continues. Dun, 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 dun. To be continued next week. It's basically what we have to say about that. We'll see how this goes. This whole situation with Ziggler and Mickey. But Ziggler's got to ditch Mickey like he has to. Or at least try to get rid of him as any ways possible. We'll see how that fails out. Then Triple H comes out with Nash, talks about stuff. And Punk comes out and once again whips them both a new asshole. My favorite line of the night was when CM Punk says, "Oh, you don't want to put your little shirt, your little suit, in your wife's puss where you keep your cell phone. And apparently your wife's puss is where you keep your balls in." That's when Nash punches Punk and got out of the ring. Best line of the night was saying, "You keep your balls in Stephanie's puss." What he meant to say was you keep everything in Stephanie's pussy. That's basically an analogy of your balls are lost within Stephanie's pussy, basically. Because, you know what I mean. Like I said, you get my humor, you do, you don't, you don't. I'm trying to be funny. Anyway, Nash apparently left the building. Or so we thought. Nash was apparently... Well, John Lyons told Triple H later on that Nash was apparently in a car accident. It was at the hospital. I'm using this because that actually didn't happen. I'll tell you more about that in a minute. So Triple H left the building. Little does he know of the chaos that he would leave with. So they made a tag team title shot. Now, I told you this last week. The brand leading the brand. I did not expect Kofi and Evan to get a title shot so quickly. I didn't expect them to get a shot so quickly. And then, of course, they won. They beat McGillicuddy and Otunga tonight. Decent matchup for what it was. They won the tag titles. I thought they were going to extend the feud a little bit more. I didn't know that they were going to beat them 1 week for the non-title. Then next week, they're going to get the title match and win it. I thought they were going to lose and then get a title shot at Night of Champions. I did not expect them to get a title shot so quickly. Not alone win the titles tonight. But we'll see what happens. Like I said, I want new blood in a tag team. This could give a tag team division up the ass. But like I said, how can you give a tag team up a kick in the ass when there is no good tag teams? Although they may build up the Usos again. They may give Usos a chance to rise up again. Like I said, Usos are probably one of the best tag teams left. Besides Evan and Kofi. The Usos were very pushed. They got a big push with the feud against the Hart Dynasty, which is great, but then they got demoted ever since Tamina left them for Santino. And apparently their relationship's done. And Usos on SmackDown. So we'll see what happens there. If they ever get a tag team shot against Kofi and Evan, since the tag team titles on both brands. So then after that, was a supposed to have a match with Santino. Speaking of Santino, he got his ass beat by Miz and R-Truth. Apparently now they formed a pact. They then did a tag team victory over Morrison and I think it was Morrison and Eli 2 weeks ago, with Truth pinning Morrison. And now they're apparently forming a pact. They both believe it's a conspiracy against them. It is against them. I do kind of believe it. They've been underutilized. They were getting big pushes. Miz was the champion. He beat Cena with a little help from the Walk at WrestleMania. And R-Truth got a little push, but then after he lost to Cena, capital punishment. Basically, the two guys who both complained that Cena buried them after they lost to Cena. There should be a club for that. There should be the Cena Scooby Club. The guys who were having big pushes, and then after they lost to Cena, they got demoted. Hey, CM Punk should join that club. Anyway, we'll see how that fails out. And speaking of Punk getting buried by Cena, again, Punk Cena 3 took place tonight on Raw. Now, in my opinion, until the ending, it was another great matchup. Probably my favorite one main event in a while. Like I said, man, Punk and Cena put on good matches. This is probably Cena's best guy he's wrestled in a while. He's wrestled Shawn and Edge, probably the two best guys he ever wrestled against. So those were his two best feuds. His feuds against Shawn Michaels and Edge. After that, his feuds been kind of soft and lazy. You know what I mean? This has been his best feud ever against Punk. And Punk got a little push out of it, with the title once. And it was, once again, another back and forth matchup. And then, Gavin decided to stick the ugly ass in somebody else's business again. Stupid Nash. Again, he basically, here's what I thought. He basically set up Triple H. He basically lied to Triple H, gave John Laurinaitis a fake story to make Triple H leave the building. So Triple H out of the building, he can do whatever the hell he wants. Like, screw Punk again. So Punk got distracted. He got the FU. Now Cena gets the shot against Alberto. And then, oh God, I think a lot of people were doing this when Cena won. Fuck. Dun, 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 dun! Super Cena's gonna win again. Fuck. Oh, fuck. That's what I'm fearing now. Is that Cena's gonna beat Alberto at Night of Champions. Then he'll finally give CM Punk the rematch at Vengeance. And then Punk will lose again. Back to the status quo. Fuck. Damn it. At least we got guys like Miz and Truth and Punk that are at least telling the damn truth about the bullshit going on in WWE. I like the style. I like the shoot style. I mean, they're kind of trying to bring back the Attitude Era in my mini little segments. With Jada and King Lawler's shoot style on a tag team match. Well, we'll see what happens in this situation. I hope Punk gets a fair rematch, but in my mind, and everybody else's mind, Cena beating Punk tonight, you know me, you know what that means. Super Cena's gonna rise again and be the champion again. And again. Oh, God. God, this should be a boycott, man. This should be a fucking boycott. Man, like I said, but every time I want quit, and I think everybody knows what I'm talking about when you're addicted to something. When you're addicted to something, you can't avoid it. When you try to say you want to quit it, you can't. It's addictive. It's hard to quit. Wrestling to me is like an addiction. You know what I mean? There's been many times I want to quit watching wrestling because of all the bullshit going on, but I can't. It's addicting. You know what I mean? I'm used to watching it every week on Monday. You know, my brain's used to it. It's hard to quit. Cold turkey. But there's some things that are exciting and some things that are not. Even overall, what was intriguing and shocking, but like I said, Nash, I don't care if it's storyline or not, Nash, stop fucking with Punk. And I'm worried about this. They're going to make Cena super guy again. And then they're probably going to make Nash go through these physical tests and get passed. And they'll probably feud with Punk. They marry Punk and then Punk be demoted again. And then Punk will really quit. That's what I think may happen. Punk's going to be sick and tired of this real bullshit. Then he's going to really quit. Really quit this time. If he gets buried by Nash. So we'll see what happens if Nash's ego gets in the way. Anyway, that is my Raw review for tonight. I hope Nash keeps his head up his ass and out of CM Punk's business. That's it. I'll see you again tomorrow for the attack line. See ya later much. Punk rules, Cena sucks, Nash sucks. See ya.